How to create a 3D model of a capacitor for electronic components in Autodesk Inventor. The capacitor we are going to model in this video has the following dimensions: the radius is 11 mm, the height is 41 mm, and the pitch is 10.16 mm. Launch Autodesk Inventor by clicking on its icon on the desktop. On the left side of the open window, click on the drop-down arrow in front of New and click on Part, IPT. Right-click on the sketching window, and select New Sketch. Select the Z-plane. In the sketch window that opens, select Rectangle, one with two endpoints, from the sketch menu bar. Click on the X-axis and drag to draw a rectangle. Click OK to end the drawing. Pick the Dimension tool to give the rectangle its dimensions. Pick the vertical line, which is the radius of the capacitor, change the value there to 11 mm. Pick the second length, which is the height of the capacitor, and change the displaced value to 41 mm. Click on the Coincident Constraint tool on the menu bar. Click on the center point of the rectangle side on the X-axis and click on the center of the origin. This will make the rectangle fully constrained. There is a notch on the capacitor and there is a circle each at both ends. Pick the Line tool and draw a line tangent to the radius. Click OK to conclude the step. Pick the Offset tool and draw offsets which are 3 mm, and 4.5 mm and 6 mm away to the radius. Pick the Line tool and draw a tangent to the height of the capacitor. Pick the Offset tool and draw an offset of 1 mm to this tangent. For the circles at both ends of the capacitor, pick the Rectangle tool and draw on the bottom edge. Specify the dimensions as 0.5 mm and 4 mm. Pick the Rectangle tool again and draw on the top edge. Specify its diameters as 0.5 mm and 3 mm. Right-click any empty space outside the figure and click OK to end the step. Click the Line tool on the menu and select the spline icon. Draw an arc with 3 points using the 3 vertical lines. Click the right symbol to accept the arc. Pick the Trim tool and cut out unnecessary lines of the object. For those lines that are not trimmable, pick them one after the other, and click the Construction tool on the menu and change them to construction lines. Click OK to end each process. Pick the Revolve tool and specify the axis to revolve around. Click OK. Click the Save icon, and enter 470 microfarad, 200 V in the file name box and click Save. Select Fillet on the 3D Model submenu. Enter an appropriate value in the Select Edges value box. Here we enter 1 in the box. Select the edges/rings to apply the fillet. Click the plus sign and change the value to 0.5, select the rings/edges needed as shown in the demonstrations. Remember to always save your work at regular intervals. We need to split the object into sections in order to draw graphics, apply different colors, and texts etc. on the object surfaces. Click on Plane on the menu bar, and select Offset from Plane. Enter 4 in the value box to create a plane 4 mm away from the center plane. Click on the right symbol to accept the offset. Click on the plane in the menu bar again and select Offset from Plane. Select the first plane, enter -4 in the value box to create another plane, 4 mm below the center. Click on the right symbol to accept the offset. Select Split on the 3D Model menu bar. When the Properties dialog box opens, select one of the planes created above, and tick all faces on the Split Properties box. Click the plus sign, then click the other created planes one after the other. Click OK to end the process. The next thing is to give the object its colors. Click the Appearance menu, select the colors you wish to use on the object. Here I need black, anodized black, aluminium flat and a variant of black for the top and bottom circles. Duplicate the black color for the top and bottom circles. Select the object portions, and apply the colors one after the other. When you need to apply the same color to multiple sections of the object, hold down the Control key on the keyboard. After each application of color, click on an empty space of the workspace to conclude process. At the end of the process, right-click and select OK. The next thing is to apply graphics and text on the object. Click Plane on the menu bar, and select Offset from Plane. Move your mouse to the origin on the model window, and select the Z plane. Check that the direction of the arrow on the selected Z plane point outwards. Since the radius of the capacitor is 11 mm, enter 12 in the value box and click the right sign symbol or the Enter key on the keyboard to accept the value. This will place the plane above the white surface by 1 mm. Click the new plane and select New Sketch. Select Text on the menu bar, drag the mouse over the place you wish to create the text/graphic. In the text box that opens, select Wingdings 3, this changes text to graphics. Type W, to form a triangle. Select the entire graphic to change the size to 2.5, and the color to black. Click OK to accept the alterations and click OK to end the process. Right-click any empty space and click OK to finish the graphic. Adjust the position of the text you just created with your mouse if necessary. Select text again on the menu bar, drag the mouse over the place you wish to place the text. In the text box that opens, type 470 microfarad 200 volt. Select the entire text and change the size to 2.5. And change the color to white. Click OK to accept the alterations and click OK to end the process. Right-click any empty space and click OK to finish the texting. Adjust the position of the text if necessary. Right-click on an empty space and select Finish 2D Sketch. Click Emboss on the menu bar, select Profile, select Emboss from Face. Change the depth to 0.05 and change the color to black. Click OK. The text has disappeared. Expand Emboss 1 on the model window and select Sketch 2. Right-click Sketch 2 and select Visibilities. Click Emboss on the menu bar again, select the text, select Emboss from Face and tick Away from Face. Change the depth to 0.05 and change the color to white. Click OK. Click each of the planes and uncheck visibility. Go back to Sketch 2 on the model window, and uncheck visibility. Click Save to save your work. The next thing is to create the two leads on the capacitor. Click the surface where the leads are to be placed and select Create Sketch. Pick the line tool on the menu, select the center of the face and draw a vertical line, click OK. Pick the offset tool and place two lines. Each line is 10.16 divided by 2 mm to the center line. Such that the two parallel offset lines are 10.16 mm to each other. Pick the point tool and place on the points where the leads are to stay. Right-click an empty space and click OK. Pick the rectangle tool and select rectangle with point at the center. Draw triangles with dimensions 0.5 mm by 1.5 mm on each of these points. Right-click anywhere outside the object and click OK. Select the three vertical lines and change them to construction lines using the construction symbol on the menu bar. Right-click on an empty space and select Finish 2D Sketch. Right-click on an empty space and select Extrude. In the Properties window, enter 6 in the value box, and select the negative lead. Click the plus sign and enter 10 in the value box, select the positive lead. Click OK to apply the changes. To change the color of the leads to white, click on the Appearance browser on the menu bar, select the two leads which you can do from the model window by selecting Extrusion 1 and Extrusion 2. Click on the color Smooth White. Right-click on an empty space, and click OK. Save your work. To export the 3D for any supporting software, click on the File menu. Select Export and from the list select CAD format. Under the Save as Type box, select Step Files. Click Save. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you could be alerted when new video is produced.